Hey there and welcome. Let's give Slay the Spire a try. So this is a new kind of roguelike card game that has come out fairly recently in the last week or so, and it seems to have been getting a lot of attention, so it grabbed my attention and I picked it up and I have been absolutely addicted to this. I've played it probably already 6 or 7 hours and I've only had it 2 nights and I've been very busy on top of that, otherwise I would have played it even more. But I do want to give it a try for you guys. I've already, played parts of it and such, but I do want to demonstrate it for you guys if you are interested. So it's early access, but so far seems pretty polished. No, I haven't encountered like any game-breaking bugs or anything, and it's a very interesting take on a card game roguelike type of deal. So we're gonna go ahead and play here. And we have 2 characters we can choose from. I'm going to choose this first one because when you first start, you actually don't have access to the second one here. That is unlocked later. So we'll play with the one you start with. This, there is a 3rd character, I believe, coming in later, like once it's out of early access. But so far, we only have these 2. But before you think that's very limiting, there are tons of possibilities with this. So we're going to select him, the Ironclad. So the remaining soldier of the Ironclads sold his soul to harness demonic energies. So there's these things called relics or powers, and these are things that you can that are either innate, like this, at the end of combat heal 6 HP, and then there's ones you can pick up and unlock and stuff, which gives you these powers that kind of travel along with you throughout the run. And I'll explain more once we get to those. So currently I haven't unlocked anything for him. I only played 1 round until I could unlock the second guy and then played mostly with him. And this is the Silent. So a deadly huntress from the Foglands eradicates foes with daggers and poison. So their ability is at the start of each combat draw 2 additional cards. But again, we're going to start with this. And we start with 80 HP and 99 gold. And there's kind of like these different levels, different acts. I think there's 3 different acts, but there's like multiple floors and encounters. You'll see what I mean once we get in here. But first, we get to talk to this big whale. And we can do some stuff to start with. We can either gain 8 max HP. We can remove a card from our deck, lose 50 of our current HP, but give ourselves 16 max HP, lose our starting relic, and obtain a random boss relic. Now, removing a card from your deck may seem very counterintuitive, and it has been for me until like really recently, until like the end of my last playthrough and after doing some reading myself, is the cards you start with aren't great. They're not terrible necessarily, but they're not great. And there's no other way to remove them aside from when you encounter a merchant, and then you have to pay for it. So making your deck more specialized and stuff can actually work a lot better. So it can be advantageous to remove as many of your starting cards as you can, so you can fill your deck with more better cards. This is a tough thing. Losing our starting relic and obtaining a boss relic could be really good. Boss relics are super good, but I feel like I want to keep this just because it is quite nice. And then we could gain 8 max HP. I'm going to go ahead and remove a card because I want, it's free essentially. So this is what we start with. We have 5 strikes, 4 defense, and a bash. And this will be the same every time with this character. And then same with the Silent, not these cards, but they will start with their own cards the same each time. But then as you go through, you get to pick up and unlock cards and then build your deck from there. Now I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, what do we want to remove? We can either remove a block or an attack. I don't want to get rid of bash because it's quite good. It deals 8 damage, only costs 2 energy. Here's the energy cost up here. And apply 2 vulnerable, and it will tell you here, vulnerable means that creatures take 50% more damage from attack. And 2 vulnerable is essentially how many moves or turns this lasts, right? So this will be on the creature for two turns. I think I kind of want to just get rid of, this is a tough choice. I'm going to get rid of one of the strikes, just because I think there's better things we could do here. So we're going to leave. Okay, so this is what your map looks like. There's these different paths you can take all the way to the boss fight. So this would be Act 1, this entire section here. And you can start in 3 different places, and there's 3 different paths. So this is where some strategy comes in. you know, we can, and I'm not great at this part yet. So these are monsters, and here's your legend. Enemies, elites, rest, treasure, merchant, and unknown. So this path, they'll all start with a monster, but this one would be 2 unknowns, which can either be good stuff or really bad stuff. So it's kind of like RNG, if you trust the RNG gods to be good to you if you want to do this or not. But you can get some good relics and stuff, but sometimes you lose, you know, HP or get like curses on you, which I'll explain a little bit later. But looking through, so each one of these routes pretty much has a possibility to rest, which is good because this is where you can upgrade cards or gain back HP. Here is a merchant. I'm just going to look through here really quick. Here's an elite. And elites will give you usually some good stuff if you can beat them, and obviously harder. There's some treasure on any of the paths. There's another elite here. So far, there's only one elite here. There is actually... This one is fairly straightforward, just monsters and then arrest and monsters. And then there is one elite here. So this would only be one elite. This one actually has the possibility of encountering 2. Because you would either hit this one, and then this one, or that one, and then this one. I think we're actually going to go this route, and then we'll choose from here. So we click on that, and this is what it looks like. So first off, this kind of reminds me of like Darkest Dungeon in the sense of just the general layout, but instead of like having, you know, like the abilities in Darkest Dungeon, you have these cards. So let me just quickly explain this. So up here we have potions, which we have none of, but these are things that you can collect and you know, randomly get, and they will have effects like do X damage or heal or gain X block or defend, so on and so forth. And here's our relic, and your relics will just show up here. Here's our energy, so you like your mana, your draw pile, and your discard pile, and then your deck up here. So how this works is you draw, and it comes from your draw pile, and then it goes into your discard pile when you play stuff. And also, at the end of your turn, you discard your whole hand. So like anything I haven't played will just go into my discard pile, right? You don't keep your hand each turn. But then when your draw pile runs out, it'll just shuffle your discard pile back in, right? So that's kind of how that works. Now, this is interesting because this is where some like strategy and you know, decisions come in on what cards to play. These little things up here show the creature's intent. So like this guy says that he's going to be aggressive. This enemy intends to attack for 5 damage on their turn. And then this enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on me. I don't know what negative effect, but I do know that he's not actually going to attack. He's just going to put a negative effect on me. And then here's the health. And so a lot of monsters have like just innate abilities as well. We haven't obviously seen one yet, but so first off, I'm going to play a block, because this will protect me from 5 damage. It's just like it's a shield, essentially, right? So that's going to stop this attack from actually hurting me. And I have 2 energy left, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use Bash on... This is actually... See, this is where it comes in. I'm not... This is where I struggle, is like figuring out which one is still best to do. I mean, we could almost nuke this guy. Of course, we could just hit him with 2 of these next turn and kill him anyway. I think we're going to hit him. And this is a vulnerable, right? So now for 2 turns, he's going to take 50% more damage from attacks. So we're going to end. There we go. He's going to hit me. That's blocked. And then he's applying a negative effect. And I'm weakened. So attacks deal 25% less damage for 1 turn. Which kind of screws me over a bit because now I can't kill this. But... we do want to try to block this damage because how the health works is like, you don't gain health after each encounter. So like, say I got down to 70 health in this encounter. When I go to the next like monster thing, like on the map here, I would still have that 70 health. Then you can regain health at bonfires, but otherwise you can't. Or sometimes the question marks you can too, but it's not like you heal after every single round. You do, your health is reset and healed once you go to the next act, but within this entire act, unless I heal, I won't be gaining any HP, right? So I do want to keep an eye on that. So I'm going to just kind of play the slow game here, protect against most of it. I could protect against all of it, but I really would like to get in some damage. So we're going to hit him while he's vulnerable. And that kind of offset the weekend, right? Because I do 25% less, but he takes 50% more. So I'm going to take 2 damage here, right? 5 plus 7 is 12. And I gained a wound. So this is now a card I could possibly draw that's going to be unplayable, which really sucks. But we're just going to first off nuke him because we can. And then we're going to go ahead and play a defend just to try to... now we do actually get HP from our relic here, but in general you don't. Like, as a general rule, unless your relic has you do that. So this wound is just like a space in here that I can't play that I got from this, which is really annoying. We're just gonna play these 2. I know it's moving fast, but like, you know, sometimes it's really straightforward. Like, you know, that time it's like, well, I only had 1 attack, I have these blocks and 2 energy left, so, you know, I need to just block all the damage. And then here, it's straightforward because it's like, well, he has 12 health, let's just kill him, right? And there we go, we heal. So this is where you can pick up your cards. So we get 15 gold, which you can spend to buy cards at merchants. And now we can add a card to our deck. And this is where the interesting thing comes into play, right? You do have the option to skip this. If you want, you can just not add a card at all. And this will come into play later. You know, now I want to be getting cards because the 9 I have aren't great. But later on, you know, you may get some really crappy cards, so luckily you can just skip them and just not add them to your deck, and then this is kind of where you start forging a deck. So first off, we have exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 5 block for each. So exhaust is removes until end of combat, so you just can't play them again, like for that entire encounter, essentially. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. Or deal 4 damage, place a copy of this card into your discard pile. I'm actually going to do this because it's 0, right? So this is essentially free damage that will not take any of my energy. This is quite good, but this one is going to be nice, plus its secondary effect of placing a copy of it into my discard pile. So we're just going to grab this and then proceed. So do we want to hit a question mark or a monster? I think we're going to be risky. We're going to be risky and hit a question mark, see what happens, and to show you guys what it is. So you find a shimmering mass of light encompassing the center of the room. Its warm glow and enchanting patterns invite you in. We could leave, or we could upgrade 2 cards, which will enhance their effect and lose 16 HP. I'm going to leave. Now, if I had good cards already, like had we encountered this maybe halfway in, I would actually probably do this, but upgrading these kind of crappy cards I have to start with is not going to be a good thing. So I would just want to bypass this, and we will now proceed on to the next monster. So the thing about this, what makes this interesting, right, is it's random, right? The monsters are random, and the like what monster will spawn, and when you go each time, like even if you beat it, overall it's fairly short. Like I said, there's only 3 acts, you know, and if you get a good deck and are good at the game, you can make it through somewhat quick. But there's tons of replayability because it's random, right? So cards you get from defeating monsters will be different each time. You know, there is a card pool, like in general in the game. Like this guy only has so many different cards he can possibly get, but like it'll be different each time. So there's so many different deck possibilities. Same with the relics, they can be like random. So there's so much possible things you can do here. So we're going to, I do want to do this because I really, typically what has made me lose in the past is taking too much damage, and then in an elite or boss fight, I just don't have enough HP to actually sustain through it. So then this enemy is going to intends to block and use a buff. So he's going to gain armor and buff himself in some manner. Play this, it's free. Boom. We aren't going to play this. Probably should have done that before we did that. Actually, see, I'm still learning, right? I'm not super great, but so so strength. Increase attack damage by 3. So this means that he's going to gain 3 additional attack. Although luckily we can just kill him, or not actually. Well, actually, he does take more damage. I think we can kill him. Yep. Boom. And we're now back to full HP. So we get 18 gold. We now get a regen potion. Heal 3 HP at the end of each turn for 5 turns, which we can use if we want. We can add a card. So 0 can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. gain 2 strength at the end of your turn, lose 2 strength, or gain 2 strength, period. I kind of want, like, I mean, this one, see, so this is where you have to start deciding what kind of deck you want to build, you know, because if I want to focus on attack stuff, this could be really good. That's a 14 damage for 0 cost if every card in my hand is attack. But the likelihood of that's pretty low unless I get rid of all my defense cards, which would be a pretty bad idea. So it's just between these two. That one's free, and it would boost my attack by 2 for a turn. But this one would do it throughout the whole round, and I kind of like that better. It is 1. If the cost had been like 2 energy, I probably would have chosen the 0 one. But so we can do Crest and Mark here, and then Monster, and then Rest. I think I want to go this way because then we can decide if we want to encounter an elite here, or if we want to go to the merchant and then the bonfire and then an elite. I think that's probably what we'll do. But I hate these dudes so much. It's so annoying. All right, so he's gonna use a buff, and what he's gonna do, because I've encountered these before, he's gonna make himself flying and gain strength. And I'll explain the flying thing once we get there. But it's really frustrating. So kind of like my strategy here, right, is I know he's not going to attack next turn, so there's no point in me using Defend, because Defend doesn't, typically doesn't go through to the next turn. There are cards that allow it to do that, but like these are just going to wear off, so it's not really going to help me to use them now. So I'm just going to do that and then end. So Incantation, Ritual. So he has, at the end of its turn, gain 3 strength. This enemy intends to attack. So he's just going to keep buffing himself up. However, now, if we hit him 3 times, he's actually going to become stunned, which is really good. Unfortunately, we don't have 3 things to hit him with. But we do gain 6 HP. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm not going to defend. We're going to take 6 damage, but if I can avoid taking any more damage, I'll just heal it back. And this will hopefully allow me to just kill him this turn. Maybe. If we're lucky. And I think we can. 2 strength, so that would make each of these do 8, which isn't actually enough. Darn. So I'm going to take 4, but it's not that big of a deal. I can kill him next turn. I could have prevented all this damage, but I do want to kill him this next turn for sure. And now I'll just do this. See, this card's really good because now we can just spam these. Each time you use it, they'll just keep building up. Ooh, another regen potion. Not that I really want that. We can't get rid of him. You can discard him if you want, but for now we'll keep it. Alright, so Warcry, draw 2 cards, place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. And Exhaust, which means once I use it, I won't be able to use it that encounter anymore. Deal 7 damage to all enemies. Deal 6 damage, use an additional +2 damage to for all cards in your... or all your cards containing Strike. So this one can do a ton of damage. Because, you know, if you have a lot of cards with Strike, like right now we have 4, so this could do 6 plus 8. But we may be getting rid of those strikes. I think that this one is actually pretty good. Draw 2 cards, place a card from your hand on top. See, this is a toss-up. I kind of like the Cleave just because it's like AoE damage. We are going to hit the Merchant because I do have 140 gold I can spend. I'm going to click here. So there's these cards you can buy. You can buy relics. I can't afford any of the relics, but just to show you an example, this would raise my HP by 10. This would, if your HP is at or below 50% in combat, heal 12, or whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. That's really good, actually. Or we could remove a card, which I may do. Skills cost 0. Whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. I don't really have... Well, this is a skill, but then I couldn't use them again. That's not great. screw you. Get out of the way. Gain 30 block. This is a rare. Wow. I think I may want this. It's on sale too. Deal 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times. Oh, wow. So when you upgrade a card, like I said, it increases its effect. And this can be upgraded any number of times. I could actually do both of these. Ah, crap, I can't. So close. I'm like 3 gold off. I would have grabbed both of these in an instant if I could. This is really good. Upgrades all your cards for the rest of combat. Apply 2 weak. I kind of want to remove a card, but we're like so close to being able to do both. This is like really good though. I think although, well, because it won't persist through until the next turn, but it could save me if there's gonna be something that just hits me really hard. I think I'm gonna do this. So close. Draw 2 cards, play the card. Yeah, I don't. Alright, so these, like, Swift Potion, draw 3 cards or deal 10 damage to all enemies. I'm just gonna save my gold. I wish I could have done more than that, but we could rest. I'm gonna rest. Yeah, so we're gonna rest. We could heal. I'm not gonna bother. We're gonna go to the smith and upgrade something. So this would gain me 40 block. That's quite a lot. This would do 10 damage to all enemies. This would do 6 damage. That's actually really good. This would gain me 3 strength. I'm thinking either this thing or this thing. I mean, 10 damage to all enemies is good. This is actually, I think I'm gonna do this because it's free and they can just like keep multiplying, and 6 damage is gonna be pretty good. So we're gonna do an elite here. Oh, this punk. Alright. Grimlim Knob. This enemy intends to use a buff. So again, kind of same thing, right? Is like, I know he's not going to attack me, so I'm not going to bother using any of my block because it'll just wear off. So I'm going to do this. Boom. Should have done this first. See, I'm playing too fast. I need to concentrate. I should have done this first because it would have applied the vulnerable. But it's okay. So, this enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on you and attack. Whenever you play a skill, gain 2 strength. That's not good. I don't have any blocks. I could use this, but it's only 6 damage. I'm just going to take it. Because using a skill would have gained him more strength, I think. So now he plans to attack for 21. Youch. Well, I would like to block some of that. Yeah, great. Screw you. Let's do that. And then this is 9 compared to 8, so we'll just do that. I'm going to take quite a bit of damage. I'm going to take 19 damage. Ouch. But we can kill him this turn, so... Can we? 8, 16, yeah. Whew. Alright, that was more damage than I would have liked to have taken. Oh, so now we get another regen... I don't want these stupid potions. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an extra energy. Yes, please. I may just skip that potion. Deal 5 damage twice. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw any additional cards this turn. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. I think this is actually pretty good. Can he stack? I'll just take it. We can always discard it when we get a better potion. So we could go to a question mark, another enemy. Either one of these will lead to this. Both of them will also lead to this. At this HP, I'm a little scared to do this, but we're going to be risky. We're going to do it. You happen upon a group of what looks like purple fire spirits dancing around a large bonfire. I have a bad feeling. Spirits Toss small bones and fragments into the fire, which brilliantly erupts each time. As you approach, the spirits all turn to you expectantly. Offer. Receive a reward based on the offer. Select a card to offer. Oh. So this is another way to get rid of cards. Well, I think I want to get rid of one of these. I would like to maintain blocks. Or do I? No, I think I'm going to get rid of one of these. I don't want to get rid of any of my other cards. Spirits seem to be ignoring you now. Wow. Screw you. Well, I got rid of one of those. You stupid spirits. Ooh, strawberry. Raise your max HP by 7. And it also heals that amount too. Sweet. And gold. This is going good, guys. Let's, we could rest again. Well, either way, we're only going to hit one elite. I think I want to rest again. Yeah, we're only going to hit one elite either way. Oh, I still can't buy any. I'm so close to this. Heal 4 HP, exhaust. That could be decent. This turn, your next attack is played twice. That could be really good. Gain 2 strength at the end of your spend all, deal 5 damage to all enemies X times. Oh, that could be really nice. This one is tempting. But this one, that could like, because I get more energy from this too, right? So this one could just like nuke a ton of stuff. I'm going to do that. Could get this one too. Deal 12 damage and apply 2 weak. And weak creatures deal 25% less damage. I think I want to save my gold for something better though. So we're going to leave. Thank you. Could rest again. Oh no, rest. We haven't rested yet. What am I talking about? Let's rest. We're only going to hit one elite anyways. I don't think I need the HP. I want to upgrade something else. I'd like to upgrade this. 8 damage. Oh yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, let's hit this elite. This is what I mean. This video may be like 40 minutes long. I'm just like, I can't stop playing is the problem. So this dude is just asleep. Gains 8 block at the end of each turn. I don't want to use that. I do want to use this. Might as well use that. And that. And I guess this just for the hell of it. So he's stunned. 18 damage. Shit. This turn? Yeah, let's do that. It's a lot of damage. I'm going to do this and gain 2 strength to prepare for the next incoming turns. We're going to take 8 damage. But I think we should survive. I do have one of these. I should probably use one of these. Yeah, let's drink this because I have a ton anyways. 18, 30. So we could do 40 damage. I'd use all of our stuff and we'd take 18 damage. I'm not entirely convinced on that. I feel like we should save this though, because he's gonna attack more. So if I do 5, I'd take 13, which would put me at 40 something. Now let's do that. This would still do 30 damage. Could block all of it, but I feel like he's gonna attack for something bigger. I don't want to exhaust it. Let's just do this. It's kind of ballsy, but we did gain 4 health back. Oh, goody. And then we'll just, I guess that. We can just kill him next turn if we get a decent draw. Oh, what? That was so perfect. Alright, 23. This would put him to 15, 7, and 7. Oh, dude, we're so close. Shit. That would be so close. 9 and 2 vulnerable. Okay, I think I do want to do this. Block some of the damage at least. Yeah, let's just do that. Then I can definitely kill him next turn. Had I gotten any more of them free things, I could have killed him, I think, but... Ouch. Oh, well yeah, now we can just nuke him to hell. Screw you! Alright. Heal an additional 15 HP when you rest. Oh, that would be great. Berserk. If your HP is at or below 50%, gain an energy at the start of each turn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll take that. Thanks. That's really good. Oh, this could be bad. If this makes me lose something, I'm gonna be in trouble. Shining Golden Idol. Trigger a trap. Do we want to risk it? We'll risk it. As you grab the idol and stow it away, giant boulder. He's dropped 25% more gold. Okay. Become cursed. Take 21 damage or lose 6 max. I think I'm gonna just do this. I can remove it later. We're just gonna do that. So we could go to the merchant and just remove that. Well, yeah, let's go to the merchant. Lose 3 HP at the end of your turn, gain 3 block. Prevents damage at the end of a power. So the power sticks with you. So I would just automatically gain 3 block at the end of my turns by using this. That would be really good if I could afford it. Draw 2 cards, place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. I feel like I want to remove that crap thing. This could be really good, but I think we'll do this. I want to get rid of that thing. Thank you. Alright, let's proceed and we'll rest. I could upgrade cards, but based on my HP, I would like to rest. Plus, we gain 15 more HP, so we're almost at max now. And we're going to fight this boss, and then I think I'm going to call it a video. So that should probably give you a really good overview, I think, of the game. It's a ton of fun. It's super addicting. Oh, I don't think I've faced one of these dudes before. Alright. 250 HP. We don't know what his intentions are. But we are gonna so we're just gonna hit him for that, and that. Nah, crap. 8 times 6, holy hell. Well, we might just lose. Shit. Oh, let's drink this. That's 48 damage, dude. I want to do 30. Just whack him. I mean, we didn't even draw any blocks. That's a lot of damage. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this, man. 10 damage. All right. Is this below 50%? Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, let's do that. Boom. I feel like I should save that. I mean, I'm gonna take 10 damage. This will make me take only 5 damage, so let's play that. Then this one would do 20. I could gain 2 strength though. Wait, what? Shouldn't this have been upgraded? Does that like not why? Didn't I upgrade this? It was like 10 damage, wasn't it? This would do 16. Gaining 2 strength. I feel like I should gain 2 strength. And then hit him. So yeah, I'm gonna take 5 damage, which is not good. 10 again. Oh, goody. 2 of these. Fantastic. We can do this, though. So we should block all that damage. So it plans to use a buff. Oh dear. Alright, let's do that. And I guess we'll just end. This is gonna be close. I'm gaining HP back, but if he hits me for hard next turn, I might just die. Only hitting for 8. Well, oh, his strength was 2. Okay. Oh, goody. This is so nice. I have 5. That's gonna do 50 damage. I think I do want to pad this a little bit, and then we'll just spin this. And hopefully we should be able to kill him. Like, I will be really surprised if he beats me. And he'll do what? What? God, I love these cards so much. This is hilarious. And then I have like more, so I could just do this. Can I get more? Oh, 2 more, great. This is the fun of it. It's so great. All right, well, let's just wait. Hold on, 8 and 9. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly 17. Die. Yes. Wow, I love those cards so much. I knew that was a good pickup. All right, strength potion, gain 2 strength. Yeah, sure. Add a card. Ooh, Reaper. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Heal for unblocked damage. That could be pretty good. Deal 10 damage if this kills a non-minion enemy. Gain 3 permanent max HP. That's really good. Whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Is that like a block? Like at 3 per block? I don't think so. Otherwise, this would be really good with that other card, but this is just like insane. Because if I just use this as a finisher, I can just like gain a ton of max HP. And I have to be pretty lucky to get it, but like if I keep my deck small, this could heal me for a ton though. Because like if my strength is boosted and this does like 6 damage and it hits like 2 or 3 things, that's a ton of HP I could heal. I think I want to take this though. Alright, I think that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I had a ton of fun. I have just played this for hours. There will be a link in the description to the Steam page where you can pick this up if you're interested. It's pretty well priced. I think it's like $15. I've already definitely gotten my money's worth out of it. If you like card games, roguelike type stuff, definitely check it out. Any thoughts, comments, questions, leave them down below in the comments. And I do much appreciate you watching. But until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.